That's right, it is Friday, and it is time for the Hometown Movie Guys on KRIM, broadcasting live from the Sawmill Theatres.
Yay!
Yeah, so...
You know, this is so handy, just to stroll over here from the theater.
It is, you know, just come on in to the office here, sit at the table, and talk movies.
Movies.
And some new movies.
Lots to talk about. Oh, yeah,
Lots to talk about
to talk.
today. And some big ones. So, Andy, do you want to just get right to...
I guess we got to go right into Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right into Guardians of the Galaxy. I know. Why, talk about one of the other movies first, even though there's some other really good movies. But Guardians of the Galaxy
It's the big one.
This is always, Hollywood always starts out the summer season this first weekend of May.
Mhm.
If you look back, Star Wars used to release on this first weekend, but they always kind of kick it out with a big one, and this is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Volume 3.
Yes.
So which one, Andy, I'd have to say, do you have a favorite out of the first two?
I like the first one better than the second one.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But that's the way it always is,
Yeah.
you know.
Usually.
Usually.
Yes,
Usually, yeah.
And the thing for me that made the first Guardians just magical was the music.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
there's the beginning of the of Guardians of the Galaxy. Star-Lord is listening to his Walkman and strolling through this outer space cave sort of a deal, kicking lizards.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just brilliant movie making and wonderful music throughout the whole thing.
No,
And I'm hoping that, and I certainly expect that we're going to have a great soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think Guardians of the Galaxy, probably one of my favorite soundtracks. The ones that maybe come close, like The Wedding Singer, some of the movies with a really cool soundtrack from the 80s.
Yeah.
But Guardians of the Galaxy is a galaxy with the classic 70s songs. And it's really fun because it's a futuristic movie. They're in outer space.
Yeah.
There's aliens and all this other stuff. And then you have these classic 70s songs, playing in the background.
Yep.
And it's cool.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And of all the Marvel films, these Guardians are the most comedic.
Oh, yeah.
These are big comedies. Oh,
Yeah.
and we got a 3D showing at 4 o'clock.
Wow.
So yeah, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and that 4 o'clock is in 3D.
There we go. So, Guardians of the Galaxy rated PG-13?
PG-13.
PG-13.
I've heard this one's. I want to look at your younger kids on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that they do have some of the, Rocket Raccoon and
Yeah.
how he gets kind of created and things. So it's
Yeah.
I guess some parts are a little bit rough.
He gets worked up sometimes. Rocket.
Great character. Oh,
He
great
is. That really, really funny.
Yep, and Bradley Cooper did come back after all to do the voice for Rocket.
Rocket. So showtimes on that 1 o'clock, the 4 o'clock in 3D, like you said, and 7 o'clock. Are you going to see the 3D, Andy?
I'm not going to see the 3D today because of my constraints with my deadline with the newspaper. But I plan on seeing it this weekend sometime.
Nice.
Either Saturday or Sunday, depending on how I can make my arrangements with my movie companion.
There we go. So, cost to make this one? Do you happen to have?
Yes, I
that
do.
figure?
A staggering $250 million.
$250 million.
It's just,
Wow.
it's just about the cost on these things now. Yeah.
Wow.
And we're looking at this thing. It's going to almost for sure going to pass $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah. Wow. $250 million.
Yep, Chris Pratt back again as Star-Lord. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
And plus everybody else too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all the other actors that were.
Vin Diesel with the best voiceover ever. Groot. As I am Groot.
Yeah.
You get paid quite a bit of money for that too.
Yeah. What's kind of amazing in the voice industry, I guess.
Mhm.
There is no reason in the world why you would pay somebody like Vin Diesel to say, I am Groot,
Mhm.
200 times. 'Cause you never see the guy's face, Craig could do it. I am Groot.
I take the
am
money,
Groot.
sure.
And Craig could do it for, a couple of mil.
Get for half of what Vin Diesel's doing.
But it does make a difference. There's another gal in the movie that does a voice of the dog. There's a new character. There's a talking space dog, and the talking space dog has doing the voice is an Academy Award nominee.
Wow.
So
Wow. And looking through the cast, I mean, you have the actors that everyone knows, the main characters, but kind of looking down here, Sylvester Stallone is in this one.
yeah, he'll have just a small little role, but still there.
And then Margot Robbie, Vin Rames, Chris Hemsworth, Idris Elba. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Idris Elba.
Oh my, yeah, it's just Benicio del Toro. Yeah, just a lot of different actors.
Seth Green returns to do the voice of Howard the Duck.
Oh, oh boy, Howard.
Some crazy characters in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And I know when the first one came out, I thought this Rocket Raccoon character would just be ridiculous, but
Oh,
He's tremendous. I mean, he really
excellent,
makes the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
when in the one where they escape, is that the second one, I believe, where they escape that prison?
Yeah.
Where,
Oh, yeah.
And he tells him he has to get the leg.
Yeah.
The leg, and he's like, okay, here it is. He's like, okay, what are you gonna do with this? You need this? No, I just wanted you to take it. He just is laughing about it. That was, so funny. Yeah, great.
And I'd like to encourage everybody to pay attention while the movie's on, because Nathan Fillion is going to be he is in the movie, but he's in the background. So keep your eyes open for Nathan Fillion.
And audience score already 96%.
Oh my word!
Yeah. Tomato meter, it's 80%.
Wow.
Yeah, it should be.
these things are great.
Yeah.
They $250 million, and you see it on the screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's one of these. We talked about that, movies that are made for the big screen.
The big screen.
And the Marvel movies definitely are those movies.
Yep.
Yeah. So Guardians new movie, and how about another new movie to the theater today?
Nefarious.
Nefarious.
Yeah, it's a movie about demonic possession.
Yes. Speak to the devil is what it says. Wow, nefarious.
And, oddly enough, this is a demonic possession movie, like The Exorcist or that one we saw just recently, the Pope's Exorcist.
Pope's Exorcist,
But
yes.
this is done very much from the perspective of a believing Christian, and so that kind of puts it into a slightly different category.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't just a scary movie.
This is a show basically that demons are real and what they are capable of from a Christian standpoint.
Yes, and just the brief description here on the Sawmill Theatres website, and you can see all the movies that are now playing and also scheduled to come to the theater on the website sawmilltheatres.com. So it says, on the day of his scheduled execution, a convicted serial killer gets a psychiatric evaluation during which he claims he is a demon, and further claims that before their time is over, the psychiatrist will commit 3 murders of his own.
Now that's scary.
Wow. Yeah. So that's interesting. And how's that one? I guess how do you expect it to do here in Payson?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of success with faith-based films.
Yeah.
Like I said, this one is a little bit. It is rated R.
Yes.
So it's a little bit rough. So I'm really not sure.
Yes.
I've had quite a bit of interest in it, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds very
a
interesting.
lot of people suggesting that we get it, or
Mm.
when I say we, I mean Craig.
Right. Suggesting the hometown movie guys get this movie. Come on,
Yeah.
hometown movie guys. So Nefarious, rated PG-13 as well.
Nefarious
So-
is
Oh,
R.
no.
Nefarious is R.
Ooh,
You
okay.
see
So
PG-13 on there?
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get that updated.
Yes, that is an
on
R-rated
the-
film.
on the website there, but it is rated R. 12:30, 3:30, and 6:30 are the show times, and yeah, that is rated R. But sounds like a very interesting movie.
So I'm curious to see how it does.
Yes. All right, and another new one, the third new movie into the theater
A
is
smoochy movie.
a smoochy one, Andy.
Yes.
All right.
Love smoochy movies.
And what is the title of this one?
To Love Again.
To Love Again.
Yeah.
Hmm. There it is.
I really am looking forward to this. I love the concept. It's about a lady whose fiance dies,
Mm-hmm.
and she likes to call up his number,
Yeah.
and she hears his voice, of course, and,
Yeah.
and leaves him messages as if he were alive. I wish you were here,
Mhm.
sort of stuff. But unbeknownst to her,
Hmm.
the number has been given to somebody else.
Oh.
So there's some poor guy picks up his phone and he's listening to this very heart-wrenching stuff coming from the lady who's grieving because her her boyfriend is
Yeah.
no longer available, and well, I'll just let it go.
Wow.
Let it go from there. I don't want
Yeah.
to give everything away.
No, that it's interesting and definitely sounds like something that could happen. Cell phone numbers,
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
signed and Love Again, and it's good to have a
PG.
romantic,
PG-13.
a nice romantic movie in there to give a little variety. Rated PG-13, and the show times on this one 1:15, 4:15, and 7:15. So
Yeah, one of the great things about the Sawmill Theatres is it has enough screens so that there can be something at the theater for whatever your particular taste is
Mhm.
in movies.
Yes.
And I like a nice smoochy movie every once in a while.
Yeah, good.
The studios know what they're doing.
Mhm.
There's several studios, but they do kind of bounce these movies around, so there's a good variety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good, and I know you're right, Andy. The multi-screen theaters is so nice. I think we've just come to be accustomed or expect it. When I remember
we're spoiled.
Yeah, because growing up, remember we had the barn. The theater was the barn, and it was an actual barn that was converted into a movie theater, but one screen, and whatever was showing, there
That's
you
what
go.
it was,
That's
yeah.
what you were watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost impossible now to
Have a one screen.
on one screen. Yeah, it's without going to being like a dollar cinema. And,
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
playing the movie 2 months after it came out.
Yeah. Wow. So it is good. So a nice variety again. Love Again, romantic movie. So those are the three new movies. And how about?
And just
Oh yeah.
for Love Again, the female lead is, and I'm not gonna, it's just gonna be
Good
hard.
luck.
Good. Yeah.
Priyanka Chopra Jonas,
Okay.
and her last name is, she's from India,
Uh-huh.
but her last name is Jonas because
Married
she's
to.
one of the Jonas Brothers.
There we go.
Yep, and a little extra tidbit, she was Miss World
Whoa.
for the year 2000.
Wow. Miss World.
Yep.
Goodness. So and Celine Dion. We've been-
Yeah, Celine Dion is in the movie as well. So.
Wow.
Some doing some songs and stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, she's singing too?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
So there we go. So that's going to be a good, mushy movie.
Yeah, and then we were just talking about how amazing it is that they have a voice actress in Guardians of the Galaxy that was a Academy Award nominee.
Mhm.
Well, for heaven's sakes, we have this
Celine Dion.
small, low-budget romantic movie with Celine Dion,
Yeah.
for heaven's
Wow.
sakes.
Uh,
She's about as big a star, I think, as you can be.
yeah, the singer. Oh yeah.
Yes.
And so again, Love Again is showtimes 1:15, 4:15, and 7:15. And now moving on to some of the movies that have been in the theater for a little bit. Covenant. Haven't seen this one, and I want to see this movie. How
Catch
has
it
this
at
been
12:45 only now.
12:45 only. Okay.
Yes, yeah, that one's has been here for a while, so
Yeah.
that's probably the last week for that one.
Gotcha.
But it's done great up here.
Yeah.
It's another one done better in pacing than nationally.
Gotcha. And it's Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. So have you
Yeah.
seen this one?
Yeah, I did. I gave it 5 saw blades,
Whoa.
which is, I don't really hand 5 saw
No.
blades around very much.
No.
But boy, it was a good movie. I don't know if you remember The Hurt Locker,
Mhm.
a decade or so ago.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is every bit as intense as The Hurt Locker.
Wow.
And I thought The Hurt Locker was fabulous. And this one, I think, also is fabulous. It's is very emotionally engaging, I
Mhm.
guess is the way you can put it.
We've got another one coming up here on the 28th, Kandahar. It's going to be kind of in
Ooh.
the same
Yikes.
vein, kind of a war movie like that with Gerard Butler.
Mm.
Oh, wow, I love
Yeah.
Gerard
Wow.
Butler.
Yeah, it's good.
And this one, by the way, The Covenant, is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes. Yeah.
And he is really just spot on this.
Mhm.
He has kind of a reputation for making his characters, playing anyway, characters that are just completely off the charts.
Mm.
But this is very conventional. I was kind of antsy about going to see it because Guy Ritchie is known for just spectacular, off the top, crazy stuff in his
Mhm.
movies. But this is conventional, right down the road. No
Yes.
crazy acting, no crazy anything.
Wow.
Just a really terrific war movie.
Mm. So on Rotten Tomatoes, let's see who can get closest for the audience score.
Make Craig go first.
Craig goes first. Okay. Well, because
No, fair enough. 63.
for the audience score, 63.
Yes.
Oh, 73.
98.
98 is what I meant. I
90
said 73,
yeah.
but I meant
That's right.
98.
Wow.
98. Even the tomato meter higher than both of those guesses. 83 for the
wow.
critics.
Very
Yeah.
good. Wow.
Yeah. So 98 percent.
Tina would have got that.
That's yeah. If Tina was here, yeah, it's kind of a given. So it's more, yeah, and actually, it's less predictable just with you guys. I'm like, okay, it's a toss-up. Who's going to get it? But, so the Covenant.
Yeah, and I can't recommend The Covenant more highly.
Wow, yeah, 5 saw blades. Those don't come around that often. That score, does it? Wow. So that showtime again, only 12:45. So if you haven't seen it yet, that's the time to check it out. Rated R. Another movie that is still in the theaters, Evil Dead Rise.
And I haven't seen this one, but this is has a great lineage. The immortal Sam Raimi is a producer on this one, and it's, of course, is a continuing of the Evil Dead series, which began these many years ago.
In the 80s, yeah. 7:30 only on this one.
7:30 only.
And this
All
is
right.
clearly an R-rated film.
Mhm.
Don't even.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
super creepy.
Yeah.
Pretty violent.
Yeah. And how was this one done? At the theaters?
It has not done bad.
Wow.
It's another one. Played its last week also.
Okay.
But yeah, these kind of over-the-top horror films do okay in pacing.
And it's
Mhm.
doing wonderfully well nationwide too.
Well, what are the box office?
Okay, and a low budget, of course, 17 million. I mean,
17.
Hollywood, low budget.
Yeah, compared to 250 Guardians of the
Correct,
Galaxy.
yeah, I mean,
Wow.
even to Craig, 17 million is a good amount of money.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, at the box office, it has taken in 91 million. So
Wow.
Sam Raimi is a happy guy.
Mhm.
He can buy himself another Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Or whatever he wants.
Whatever, yeah,
Whatever he wants,
yeah. Wow. So yeah, that's very good when you can take in that many times.
That's the thing with horror movies, they can come in at a pretty low budget and
Yeah.
they make money. Some of the biggest profit margins have been horror films.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, and sometimes, and I haven't seen this one yet, so I can't speak to it directly, but often in a horror movie, the sets and the location, I mean, the whole thing will take place at one place,
Wow.
you know,
Wow.
so they
Okay.
don't have to go to Paris, they don't
Yeah.
have to do any of that kind of
Mhm.
stuff, so you can make them with a lot less money.
Yeah, you don't have all of the relocating and transporting all the crew and the actors and.
Paranormal Activity was the big one. It was a college film project.
Mhm.
I think it made $15,000. The crazy thing made $100 million.
Wow. What was that one where that was real popular where they were in the tents?
Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project. You
Another
remember
one,
that?
yeah.
That was another one. That I mean, the entire movie wasn't it just that same
Yeah.
scene or the
Yeah,
same
the
area?
woods there,
Yeah, in the
yeah.
woods.
Yep.
And that one, that made a lot.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Huh. Interesting. So, Evil Dead Rise. If you want a horror film, it's showing at 7:30. It is rated R because it's really creepy. So,
Yeah, I've talked to a couple of people that have seen it, and I think really creepy and scary as all get out is the takeaway from that one.
So another movie here that haven't seen this one either. Interesting to see how big George Foreman, how that one's been doing.
It's done okay. You know, this is really it's another kind of a faith-based film, really.
Really?
George Foreman, of course, heavyweight champion in the world, but
Yeah.
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
but also very much a man of faith, and that's kind of the story showing how his faith interacts with his boxing career.
Wow.
Yep.
George Foreman. So reminds me, I
Yeah,
know.
George Foreman is, let's see, what day is this? I guess a couple of days from now, on Sunday,
Uh-huh.
will be preaching at his church in Houston, Texas.
Wow.
He's established, he took his money he made from boxing and bought an empty church,
Mm-hmm.
fixed it up and started preaching there.
Wow.
And he's been at it
That's
ever
great.
since.
Yeah. And this one, all right, here we go. Another chance to redeem yourself, guys. Here, audience score. What would you say on Rotten Tomatoes?
63.
That's what you said last time. Are you just on
I'm sticking with
autopilot
it.
here? 63.
I'll say 87.
87. Andy, wow, you're 97.
Woo!
97 audience score. The tomato meter, 44. So the critics,
Well, it's because it's
yeah.
a faith movie,
Faith-based,
and
and they're like,
the
yeah.
critics are all atheists, so they
Mm.
they don't give good reviews. They are. They don't give good reviews to faith movies.
Yeah, yeah.
They just don't.
Poke holes in them.
Yeah.
It can't be that good. But the regular folk that have been going to see it, like us, 97%.
Yep.
So,
And when you take your money out of your pocket and buy a ticket, I think that is a higher level of commitment than
Mhm.
somebody like me who just goes and
Yeah.
watches the movie for free.
yeah, no. You're giving, I guess, validation, approval. You're saying, hey, it's worth my money. I'm gonna go see this movie.
Yep.
And, yeah, so.
So I always take
people loving that.
the audience reports more seriously than I do
Oh, definitely.
the
Yeah.
critics.
And which, that one is rated, what is that, PG-13?
PG-13.
PG-13, and what are the show times on that one?
That was 12:30 and 3:30.
12:30 and 3:30.
Yes.
Okay, so showing it a couple times. Another one that maybe has been out a couple weeks now, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Started last week.
Started last week, okay.
This is based on a book.
Judy Blume.
Judy Blume.
Yep,
Wow.
very famous writer for the middle school
Yeah.
age
Oh, yeah.
kids.
Kind of a teenage girl.
Mm-hmm. Well, and this one, PG-13, showtime's 4:15, 7:15. And yeah, the description: when her family moves from the city to the suburbs, 11-year-old Margaret navigates new friends, feelings, and the beginning of adolescence. Oh yeah.
It's good times.
Good time, yeah. It's just like, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, oh boy. But that one, are you there, God? It's me, Margaret Rachel McAdams. In that
Yeah,
movie.
Rachel McAdams is just a gangbusters actress. I think she's the mom.
The mom. And Kathy Bates in that movie
Oh,
as
I didn't
well.
know she was in there.
Mm-hmm. Kathy Bates. Yeah. Yeah. So, always.
Definitely a target audience on that one
Uh-huh.
that none of us really match.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Yeah. What else? Rachel McAdams. That's really Sylvia Simon is the character Kathy Bates plays. But yeah, and how is that one? Oh my gosh, Rotten Tomatoes. What would you say? It's crazy. The audience score. Don't say 63.
You know-
Don't say. I will help you out, Craig.
Don't say 63.
It's not close.
See, if I
to
don't
63.
say 63, it's gonna be 63.
I would not do that to you.
All right,
Okay?
I'm gonna go 83.
You're gonna go 83.
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. McKinney?
93.
Wow, and 94.
Woohoo!
94. And now, what would you say?
I think I'm onto something. Let Craig go first and then.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't asked you to go first here yet. How about the tomato meter?
Tomato meter, I would say 63.
73.
73? 99.
The tomato
What?
meter says 99?
I know. It's hard to
Wow,
even
wow, wow.
say, isn't it? The tomato
Wow.
meter. 99%.
Holy
from the
smokes.
critics. Wow.
Huh.
So yeah, so audience 94, tomato meter 99. Granted, a lower amount of reviews, not as many as some of these other movies, but still, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So people really liked it. The critics really liked it. And
I did win that one though.
you did, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you let Andy pick 63. Look at that. Look what happened.
Is Super
that's
Mario
funny.
still here?
Oh,
Yep,
yes.
and that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
last one, the last of the movies at the theaters, because you said before the program, 8. There's 8 movies.
Yeah,
playing
isn't that something?
That is.
Anyway, this another Chris Pratt is in 2 big movies.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he has the voice of Mario
Mario.
in Super Mario.
So do you have numbers? How much Super Mario?
$1 billion at the box office.
What?
Just a
It hit
lot.
$1 billion?
It hit $1 billion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Universal is very happy
I
right now.
bet they are.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
Universal's they've had a good year. This year, Super Mario Brothers, and in actually 2 weeks from today is Fast and Furious.
Oh, is that
10.
Universal as well?
That's Universal also.
Oh, that's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
And here's an example, a great example, and this validates what you were saying, Andy, about the critics, and the Rotten Tomato, the tomato meter. So this movie has made over $1 billion in the box office. Audience scored 96% on Rotten
Wow.
Tomatoes, and guess what the tomato meter?
63.
63.
53.
59.
Oh.
63 actually
63.
won one. It did. It's a winner. So yeah, 59%. So critics, I would look at myself as a critic, say,
Maybe I'm out of touch.
maybe I'm out of touch a little bit, because this movie made $1 billion, or will be making over $1 billion. People obviously love it. They're spending their money to go
Yes.
see it, and lots of it. And yet, we feel it's only 59%.
I'd like a Chardonnay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Universal did a great job with this on their timing.
Yeah.
Because we had Puss in Boots come out Christmas Eve, I believe, and then there was nothing until April 5th, I think this one came out.
Wow.
So there was just no kids movies for 4 months.
Yes.
And now there's nothing, we got, May 28th, 26th?
Uh-huh.
Memorial Day weekend is, Little Mermaid.
26th.
Uh-huh.
So
My
again,
birthday, by the way.
they've just kind of cornered this whole kids market here for over
Wow.
a 6-month period, and it was just great timings.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a fun movie too. And by the way, Princess Peach is paid by the incredible Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, that's right. That's your your current cinema crush, huh?
And we are, you know, the lack of kids movies over the last few months is getting ready to end.
Mhm.
We got Little Mermaid coming up,
Mhm.
the whole, you know, summertime.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna have quite a few big kids movies here.
It's
It's good stuff.
Little Mermaid, I think, is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
And it's got the music too.
Mhm.
So we have all of the songs that we remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a big summer. You know,
Yeah.
Little Mermaid, that's kind of my pick. The trailers and everything on this it's just an incredible looking
A
film.
visual
Beautiful.
feast.
Beautiful, you know, Melissa McCarthy is the villainous in this one, and
Yeah.
you know, it's her
Big
upper torso, and then she's got octopus tentacles. It's just
that takes Ariel's voice.
yes.
It gives her legs.
Well, that is a dirty trick.
I know, dastardly,
Tricks her.
devious.
You know, it's kind of back to that classic Disney type
Yeah.
film, and I think that's what people want.
And it's cool, you know, not animated. The animated films are wonderful. You know, they're great, but it's nice to have, you know, these movies.
They
that
started
aren't
doing this, you know, with Jungle Book and stuff, where
Oh yeah.
it's kind of almost a half and half. You know,
Mhm.
half of it's animated, you know, the background and stuff is animated. And, well, you know, like with Melissa McCarthy, you know,
Wait,
it's
it's
you
not
know,
a real octopus.
Yeah.
It's anime? Darn it.
No, not a real mermaid? What? Yeah, no, it just looks awesome. And,
yeah.
So we got an Indiana Jones movie coming up.
Wow.
Christopher Nolan has got Oppenheimer
Does he have a cane?
coming up.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, he's about there.
Yeah.
You know, the trailers, they still
Get off my lawn!
getting around, yeah.
And then Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah.
That's gonna be huge. We got some big movies coming.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
it's-
So, yeah, a lot of big movies. And again, you can view all the movies that are coming out here
Yeah,
soon
good stuff.
on sawmilltheatres.com.
You know, a little bit further out, Ridley Scott, Napoleon.
Oh,
Ooh.
Napoleon.
Yeah, Napoleon film, and it's kind of exciting. It's Apple Film
oh,
is doing it. Yeah, Apple TV, but they're releasing it through Sony, so it is going to be theaters only.
wow.
I've got to see a
Do
trailer
some
for
big,
that.
big battles and stuff.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
well, Ridley Scott. You know, he did
Mm.
Gladiator,
Yeah.
so he's more than capable of handling that type of stuff, and it just looks amazing.
Wow.
Oppenheimer it just looks great. You know,
Who plays Oppenheimer? Somebody with a really
you know,
funny, it's very scary, smelly kind of a face.
Yeah, you'd recognize. I can't think of his name offhand, but again, that one, you know, they pushed the button and they didn't know what was going to happen. Crazy people.
Yeah. When
It's like
Oppenheimer. Let's see.
when they set off the first atomic bomb, they really didn't know exactly what was going to happen.
Oh,
it was
and
going
there
to
was
work.
there was a possibility that
The atmosphere burst into flames, just
Ah,
killed us all. And
Yeah.
they still did it.
it was that Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yes.
Who's
Uh,
in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, yes, there we
So,
go. Peaky Blinders.
Blinders, yeah.
He played Scarecrow in one of the
Batman.
Christopher Nolan. We go
Yep.
back to
Batman Begins.
yes, there we go. Yeah.
He was in Dunkirk as well.
Oh yeah.
Peaky Blinders, I think that's a Netflix one, but very popular. And then also in that movie, Robert Downey Jr. In Oppenheimer as well, and Rami Malek and Matt Damon,
Yeah.
Whoa,
Emily
Yeah.
Blunt,
jeez, what a cast!
Josh Peck. Yeah.
Christopher Nolan is right at the top of his game as one of the great directors in Hollywood right now.
Gary
And
Oldman.
bold.
Yeah. Wow. So, hey, this is too much fun. It's already 10:35, but we can
Oops.
talk movies. No, it's good. We can talk movies all Friday morning long.
It's summertime. This is
Summertime.
if you're a
Yeah.
movie fan, now's the time.
Yeah.
That was super cool stuff coming up.
Yeah,
The Flash too. The Flash is coming up here in a few weeks.
that looked really cool.
You know, got to watch the whole thing in Vegas. They had their big conference.
Yeah.
Really good.
CinemaCon.
CinemaCon and some really cool what they call them, Easter eggs, I guess,
Yeah.
through that, but.
You watched the entire new Flash movie?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Which I think was a good idea, you know,
Yeah.
had some controversy with, the Flash, you know.
Yeah.
He got a little bit crazy, Ezra Miller.
Oh,
He
okay.
got a little bit crazy there in Hawaii and did a few things he probably shouldn't have, but.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but wait, you were just in Hawaii?
Yes,
too.
I was, yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, okay, we won't talk about
More,
that.
more laid back.
It's a crazy place.
Yeah. No, well, that is good. And again, check out the 3 new movies at Sawmill Theatres that look amazing. Guardians of the Galaxy, and again no, that's not the new one. It's
Love Again.
Nefarious
Yeah.
and Love
Nefarious.
Again.
Yeah, Love Again.
and Love
Yes.
Again.
Love Again.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and time to get back to the music. Some Young Rascals, Blues Brothers, Eagles, and more. But
You know what
first-
I haven't heard for a long time is Papa Ooh Mau Mau.
Crazy. I haven't heard it for a long time as well.
When I was in
Never.
college, my fraternity had that band come and play at a party.
Yep. Here's the weather. Papa Ooh Mau Mau.
Ooh Mau Mau.
Okay, thanks, Chris. See ya. Is that the Ooh Mau Mau? Boom, boom, bow? Yeah, the word is the bird. The bird is a bird.
Family Guy one?
The what?
Family Guy? He said, Peter gets the album and he's playing it over and over and over again, and it just makes Stewie and Brian go crazy. And they do like an office thing, they take the album out in the field, you know, they take the printer out there and they smash it, and out there in the field just smashing the album.
Oh, that's funny. All right, guys, have a good weekend.
Thank you, take care.
Yep. Asked my family doctor just what I had. Feel alright.